Young boys sell lemonades to buy gift for mom. Then Sylvester Stallone walks in and changes everything. In the quiet suburban town of Maplewood, a young boy named Max was preparing for his first ever lemonade stand. With his mother's birthday just around the corner, he had been saving up his allowance for weeks to buy her a special gift. But as he stood at the edge of his front yard, Max couldn't help but feel a bit nervous. It was early morning, and the sun had barely risen over the horizon, casting long shadows across the freshly cut grass. Max's mom, Sarah, had always been his biggest supporter. She worked tirelessly as a nurse at the local hospital, often coming home late at night, exhausted, but still managing to cook dinner and help him with his homework. Max wanted to do something special for her, something that would show her how much she meant to him. He had heard from his friend Jake about how successful lemonade stands could be, and Max decided it was the perfect way to raise money for his mother's birthday present. With a deep breath, Max set up his small wooden table in the driveway. He had borrowed some folding chairs from his dad, who was away on a business trip, and had even managed to find an old cooler in the garage. Max arranged his supplies meticulously: lemons, sugar, water, and ice cubes. He had also made colorful signs advertising his homemade lemonade, hoping to attract the attention of passers-by. Max's excitement was palpable. He couldn't wait to see people stop by and enjoy his lemonade. He imagined the moment when he'd hand over a crisp $20 bill to the store clerk, buying his mother the perfect gift. As he squeezed lemons into a large pitcher, the juice splashed onto his hands, leaving them sticky and sweet. He wiped his hands on his shirt and smiled, feeling a sense of accomplishment already. Just then, his neighbor Mrs. Thompson walked past, her dog Buster trotting alongside her. She paused to admire Max's setup, giving him a warm smile. "Good luck, Max," she called out. "I'm sure you'll have a great turnout." "Thanks, Mrs. Thompson," Max replied, his voice filled with enthusiasm. He waved at her as she continued down the street, Buster wagging his tail happily. As the morning progressed, Max watched cars drive by, some slowing down to glance at his stand. He felt a mix of anticipation and nervousness. Would anyone actually stop? Would they like his lemonade? Max took a sip from one of his own cups, savoring the tangy sweetness. He was confident that once people tried it, they wouldn't be able to resist. Finally, a family pulled up in a minivan, their kids bouncing excitedly in the back seat. Max straightened up, his heart racing. "Welcome to Max's lemonade stand," he said cheerfully, holding up a pitcher. The parents exchanged glances, then turned to their children. "Let's try some," the father said, smiling warmly. Max beamed with pride as he poured 3 glasses of lemonade for the family. They paid him $6, and Max watched them go, sipping their drinks and chatting animatedly. It was a good start, and Max felt a surge of confidence. As the day went on, more customers stopped by, curious neighbors and joggers taking a break. With each sale, Max's spirits lifted. By mid-morning, he'd sold nearly a dozen cups, earning $15. Max was thrilled, having surpassed his expectations and made great progress toward his goal. It was almost noon, and Max was feeling hungry. He decided to take a quick break, grabbing a sandwich from his lunchbox and sitting on a folding chair. As he ate, he wondered what the rest of the day might bring. Despite the occasional lull, he felt optimistic that his lemonade stand would be a success. Max thought about what to buy his mom, a necklace or maybe a bouquet of flowers. He wanted it to be perfect. Finishing his sandwich, he stood up, ready to get back to work. Just then a car pulled up, and a man stepped out, shielding his eyes from the sun. Max's heart skipped a beat. The man was tall and rugged, dressed in jeans and a leather jacket, with a stubbly beard and striking blue eyes. He looked just like one of Max's favorite movie stars, Sylvester Stallone. "Hey there, kid," the man said with a friendly smile, extending his hand. "Mind if I grab a glass of your lemonade?" Max's heart fluttered with excitement. "Sure, that'd be great," he replied, trying to sound casual despite his nerves. He poured the man a glass and handed it to him, watching as the man took a sip. "Wow, this is really good," the man said, nodding appreciatively. "You must be Max, right?" "Yes, sir," Max answered, his voice steady. "How did you know my name?" The man chuckled. "Your lemonade stand caught my eye. Your mom must be lucky to have such a thoughtful son." He winked at Max, making him blush. Max couldn't believe his luck. Not only did the stranger love his lemonade, but he was impressed by Max's efforts. "Thank you, sir," Max said, feeling genuinely grateful. "So what's the plan for today?" the man asked, taking another sip. "Are you selling lemonade all day?" Max nodded eagerly. "Yeah, I'm saving up for my mom's birthday gift. I've made $15 so far." "That's great progress," the man said. "What are you thinking of getting her?" "I'm not sure yet," Max admitted, "but I want it to be perfect. She works so hard, and I want to show her I appreciate her." The man smiled. "Well, if you need help or ideas, I'm happy to pitch in. You seem like a smart kid, and I can tell you're doing a great job." Max's eyes lit up. "Really? You'd help me?" "Of course," the man grinned. "Let's start with a bigger sign, something eye-catching." Max nodded. "Good idea," the man rummaged through his car and came back with a large, bright poster board. "Here you go," he said, handing it over. "Let's write something catchy." Together, they brainstormed ideas. Max suggested Max's magical lemonade, while the man came up with refreshment station. They settled on Max's magical refreshment station, and Max wrote it out in bold, bright letters. "Perfect," the man said, clapping Max on the back. "Now let's get this up where everyone can see it." They propped the sign against a tree near the lemonade stand, and Max watched as passers-by slowed down to read it. Almost immediately, more people started stopping by to try Max's lemonade. The man's suggestion had clearly made a difference. "Thanks, sir," Max said, beaming with gratitude. "This is amazing," the man grinned. "No problem, kid. Now let's talk about what you're planning to get your mom. What kind of gift are you thinking?" Max hesitated, his mind racing with possibilities. "I don't know yet. I was thinking maybe a necklace or some flowers." The man nodded thoughtfully. "Those are nice ideas, but let's think outside the box. What does your mom really love?" Max thought for a moment. "She loves music, and she has a thing for classic rock." The man's eyes lit up. "Ah, I see. How about getting her tickets to a concert? There's a legendary band playing next month, and it would be a memorable experience." Max's eyes widened. "Tickets to a concert? That sounds amazing. But I don't think I have enough money yet." The man chuckled. "Don't worry about that. You're doing great, and I have a little extra cash. How about I give you some to help you reach your goal?" Max's jaw dropped. "Really? You'd do that for me?" "Of course," the man said, pulling out a wad of bills from his wallet. "Consider it a donation to a worthy cause. Here, take this." Max stared at the money in disbelief. It was a substantial amount, far more than he needed. "Sir, I can't accept this. It's too much." The man shook his head. "Nonsense. You deserve it. Use it wisely and make your mum's birthday unforgettable." Max felt tears welling up in his eyes. "Thank you so much, sir. I promise I'll make it count." The man ruffled Max's hair affectionately. "I know you will. Now let's get back to business. We've got a lemonade stand to run." Max nodded, his heart full of gratitude. This unexpected visitor had not only boosted his sales, but had also given him a new perspective on how to make his mother's birthday truly special. As the day went on, Max continued to serve lemonade, his mind buzzing with ideas for the perfect gift. Little did he know, this chance encounter was about to change everything. As the day wore on, Max's lemonade stand continued to thrive thanks to the boost from the mysterious man. The bright new sign attracted more customers, and Max found himself busier than ever. People seemed genuinely intrigued by the combination of Max's magical refreshment station and the novelty of a young boy running his own business. Max served cup after cup of lemonade, each transaction bringing him closer to his goal. The mysterious man stayed nearby, offering encouragement and occasionally stepping in to help when Max's arms were full. Max noticed that the man seemed to know exactly what to say to put customers at ease, effortlessly turning every interaction into a mini advertisement for the lemonade. By late afternoon, Max had already sold over 50 cups, earning him a total of $75. He couldn't believe his eyes. Not only was he far exceeding his daily target, but he was also on track to exceed his entire savings goal in just one day. Max felt a surge of pride and excitement. "Look at you, Max," the man exclaimed as Max counted out the money. "You're doing incredible." Max grinned from ear to ear. "It's all because of you, sir. Thank you so much for helping me out." The man waved off Max's gratitude with a modest shrug. "You earned it, kid. You've got a natural talent for this. Just keep believing in yourself and you'll go far." Max's face lit up with renewed determination. He couldn't wait to see his mother's reaction when he presented her with the perfect gift. The concert tickets the man had suggested sounded like the ultimate surprise. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the neighborhood, Max saw a familiar face approaching the lemonade stand. It was Jake, his best friend, who had been out riding his bike. Jake's eyes widened as he saw the line of people waiting for lemonade. "Dude, what's going on here?" Jake asked, impressed. "Your lemonade stand is packed." Max laughed. "This guy helped me out. He gave me some advice, and now look at us." Jake nodded, looking at the man admiringly. "Who is he anyway? He seems pretty cool." Max shrugged. "I don't know. He just showed up and offered to help. He's been amazing." Jake leaned in conspiratorially. "Dude, you should totally thank him properly. Maybe offer him a free drink or something?" Max nodded eagerly. "Good idea. I'll do that." The man approached them, overhearing their conversation. "What's this about free drinks?" Max beamed. "Jake thinks I should thank you properly for all your help today." The man chuckled. "Well, I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't need anything in return. Helping you was my pleasure." Jake looked at Max, clearly impressed. "Dude, this guy is a legend. He's like a superhero or something." Max giggled. "Yeah, he is. He's helping me make my mom's birthday unforgettable." Jake's eyes widened. "Wow, that's awesome. So what are you planning to get her?" Max hesitated, then remembered the concert tickets. "Actually, I was thinking of getting her concert tickets. A legendary band is playing next month, and I think she'd love it." Jake's eyes sparkled with excitement. "That's an amazing idea. I wish I could go with you." Max smiled. "Maybe we can all go together sometime. But first, I need to make sure I have enough money." The man patted Max on the back. "You're doing great, kid. Keep it up, and you'll get there in no time." Just then, a group of teenagers walked by, drawn in by the commotion. They paused to check out the lemonade stand. Their curiosity piqued. Max quickly grabbed a few more cups and started pouring, his movements becoming almost automatic. One of the teenagers, a girl with curly hair, stepped forward. "This looks really good. Can we try some?" Max nodded, his heart swelling with pride. "Of course! Welcome to Max's magical refreshment station." The girl grinned. "I like that name. It's catchy." The other teenagers joined in, and before long, Max had sold another 10 cups. The man watched with a smile, clearly pleased with Max's progress. As the evening drew to a close, Max realized that he had sold over 70 cups of lemonade, earning a total of $105. He couldn't believe his success. "Max, you did it!" Jake exclaimed, giving him a high five. "You're a natural businessman." Max laughed. "I couldn't have done it without this guy's help." The man smiled warmly. "You did most of the work, kid. I just lent a hand, but I'm glad it worked out so well." Max looked at the man, feeling a deep sense of gratitude. "Thank you so much for everything. I don't know how to repay you." The man shrugged. Just keep being the amazing kid you are. That's repayment enough. Max felt a lump form in his throat. I will, and I'll definitely remember this day forever. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Max packed up his lemonade stand, his pockets bulging with cash. The man helped him load everything into the car, and Max couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. He had not only raised enough money for his mother's gift, but had also made new friends and learned valuable lessons along the way. As the man prepared to leave, Max felt a sudden pang of sadness. "Will I see you again?" he asked, his voice tinged with hope. The man smiled warmly. "Who knows? Life has a funny way of bringing people together. But remember, no matter what happens, keep dreaming big and working hard. You've got a bright future ahead of you." Max nodded, feeling a mixture of emotions. "Thank you, sir. I won't forget this day, and I won't forget you." The man ruffled Max's hair one last time. "Take care, Max. You're going to make your mom very happy." With a final wave, the man drove away, leaving Max with a heart full of gratitude and a newfound sense of confidence. As he walked home, the weight of the world felt lighter, and Max couldn't help but smile, knowing the day had exceeded his expectations. Sarah, Max's mom, waited for him at the kitchen table, her face soft with concern. Max hurried over, his arms full of bags, eager to share the day's success with her. "Hi, Mom," he said, trying to sound casual despite the excitement bubbling inside him. "I brought you a surprise." Sarah's eyes twinkled with curiosity. "Oh? What is it?" Max placed the bags on the table, carefully opening them to reveal the contents. Inside were various items he had bought during the day, including a small bouquet of flowers and a beautifully wrapped box. Sarah's eyes widened as she saw the gifts. "Max, these are beautiful," she exclaimed, picking up the flowers and inhaling their sweet scent. "Where did you get these?" Max's cheeks flushed with pride. "I saved up my allowance and sold lemonade all day. I wanted to get you something special for your birthday." Sarah's eyes misted over with emotion. "Oh, honey, you didn't have to do that. You've already given me so much just by being my son." Max shook his head, his voice filled with determination. "No, Mom. I wanted to do something to show you how much I appreciate everything you do for me. You work so hard, and I wanted to give you something special." Sarah hugged him tightly, her voice trembling with gratitude. "You have no idea how much this means to me." "Thank you, Max." Max pulled back, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "There's more, Mom. I also got you concert tickets." Sarah's eyes widened in surprise. "Concert tickets for what?" Max grinned, reaching into his pocket and pulling out the tickets. "For the legendary band playing next month. I met someone who suggested it, and I thought it would be perfect." Sarah's face lit up with joy. "Max, this is incredible. I can't believe you did all this for me." Max beamed with pride. "I wanted to make your birthday unforgettable, and I knew you'd love it." Sarah hugged him again, her voice choked with emotion. "You've made me so happy, Max. This is the best birthday present I could ask for." Max felt a warm glow spread through him. He had succeeded in making his mother's birthday special, and the look on her face was worth every penny he had spent. As they sat down to dinner, Sarah couldn't stop talking about Max's lemonade stand and the mysterious man who had helped him. "Tell me more about this man who helped you," Sarah said, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. "He sounds like quite the character," Max nodded, recounting the day's events with vivid detail. "He was so kind and supportive. He helped me make a bigger sign, and his suggestions really made a difference. He even gave me some money to help me reach my goal." Sarah listened intently, her face reflecting a mixture of admiration and wonder. "Max, you've grown so much today. Not only did you raise enough money for a wonderful gift, but you also made new friends and learned important life skills." Max felt a swell of pride. I couldn't have done it without his help, Mom. He was like a guardian angel or something. Sarah smiled warmly. Sometimes angels come in unexpected forms. You never know who might cross your path and make a positive impact on your life. Max nodded, feeling a deep sense of gratitude. I know, and I'll always remember this day, Mum. It was magical. Sarah squeezed his hand lovingly. And it's just the beginning, Max. You have a bright future ahead of you. Keep dreaming big and working hard, and you'll achieve all your dreams. Max felt a surge of determination. I will, Mom, I promise. As they finished their dinner, Max couldn't help but feel a sense of fulfillment. He had not only made his mother's birthday special, but had also learned valuable lessons about perseverance, kindness, and the power of believing in oneself. The day had been a turning point, and Max knew that he was ready to tackle whatever challenges lay ahead. The next morning, Max woke up with renewed energy and purpose. He couldn't wait to start his next adventure, knowing that with his mother's support and the lessons he had learned, he could accomplish anything he set his mind to.